Hello everyone, I'm back at it again with another live and I'm super excited because today we're going to be talking about my personal favorite thing, which is 3-stone rings. So 3-stone rings are a really classic style of ring. It indicates the past, the present, and the future. So there's the center gem, which is then adorned by 2 side stones. And what we'll be kind of looking at today is those differences in the side stones. I'll have some diamonds in all, different shapes and sizes, so that'll be really fun too. So let's jump right on in. I'm gonna grab the Aria first because I know last time everyone was even the time before that, everyone just said, Aria, 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 we wanna see the Aria, and I didn't have it for you either of those times, so I have it now. It's set with approximately a 1.7 carat oval diamond, so something that's really popular to put in the Aria. So let's jump right on in. I don't want to hold you guys up. I'm going to zoom on in so you can see it. So here's the Aria. She is set in a basket. You can see the adorned gallery there. Has the metal detailing. I put my spicy red nail polish on for you guys this time. Gotta change up the nail polish color every week so you have fun things to look at. Oh, I see all those hearts coming in. Everyone loves the Aria. So the Aria, what the Aria has is 2 pear accents on the side. What people love about the Aria is that the pear accents are really dainty so that, let's see if I can get it in focus. So it's not taking away from the center stone at all. It's just kind of creating, this really modern 3-stone look. And it allows the band to taper a little bit as well. So if you look really closely right here, it does get thinner as it comes to this prong. And then it widens out a little bit. But that allows it to stay as thin as aesthetically possible, given that we still, want the ring to have structure to it. But for now, we're gonna move on and I'm gonna show you the Saline. So the Saline is kind of the sister ring to the Aria. What the Saline has instead of the pear accents is it has round accents. I had this in our very first Instagram live, and that one was set with an oval, and this time I have it with a round. So if you were there, you can see a little bit of contrast and see how they compare. I'm actually gonna put it on my middle finger so that you guys can compare it direct side to side. So you can see from far away, obviously the center stones are a little different, so they do look a little optically different, but the side stones don't look that different from far away. It's just like dainty 3-stone ring. As you get closer, you see the differences a little bit more. So each of those round accent stones on the Saline is set with 4 little prongs. So it does square it off a little bit, which is why it looks great with a round, with an oval, with a cushion, with a princess. It's kind of multifaceted in that sense. Cool. Put the Aria away now. And this one is also basket set. So you can see it there. And this is approximately a 1.25 carat diamond. And these are all in white gold today. So 1.25 carats approximately. I know that's always a really big question. This one the Aria was about 1.7. Ovals are a little bit different in terms of how they hold their weight, so that approximate. It's very different stone to stone. Next, we have the Opera. The Opera was named similar to the Aria because the side stones are pairs, but they're a little bit bigger. So if you guys know about opera and singing, one of my colleagues actually named this ring. It has to do with, I'm not too attuned to the naming, but it has to do with it being a bigger part of something related to singing, which is cool. I just like that they're tied together. So opera with pear side stones, they're a little bit bigger. You'll notice right off the bat that they're a little bit bigger because they're gonna take up more width on your finger. So this is from afar. And then we go up close. Sorry if I'm getting a little goofy with you guys. This is like way fun for me. So you can see those pairs are a little bit bigger. I love the Opera. I was so excited when we released it because sometimes people do want bigger side stones, and this gives you that glamour. It's going to take up more width of your finger. And if you wanted to do something, you know, a little bit more proportionate, whether, you know, those side stones kind of match the center stone more, so it kind of creates a streamlined look along your finger. Or if you wanted to do a larger center stone, like a 3-4 carat, that's really good for that as well. So this is the Opera, guys. Opera. Next, I'm going to transition to another one of my favorites. I keep saying they're my favorites because they're all my favorites because I love 3 stones. But this one is called the Esprit. This is actually my roommate's favorite. This one is set with a pear center stone. I'd say approximately 1.3 carats. Pears are another one of those stones that do vary a little bit in terms of how they hold their weight, which we can always do, you know, an Instagram live on how to pick a pear, how to pick an oval. If you're interested in that, the Esprit has trillion side stones. So what trillion side stones are these little rounded triangle diamonds. So not a harsh triangle. There's a little bit of curvature to them, but it makes for a really good 3-stone ring because it does allow for that taper to be really nice. So this is the Esprit set with a pear. Looks really awesome with an oval, with a round, with a rectangular shape, like a radiant or an emerald. Honestly, it looks good with all of them. So let's zoom on in. There's my face really close again. So once again, another basket set. A lot of 3 stones do tend to be basket set. It's really good for the longevity of the ring. Basket sets also allow the ring to feel really low to the hand, which is something I personally love. So you can see those triangles now. This pear is a little bit more of a chubby or a full pear, as we would say, but they do come in different lengths to widths. So they can be longer, they can be shorter. So here's the Esprit. And in case you guys are like, what is Esprit? It's E-S-P-R-I-T. Okay. Next, we're gonna go, I don't want to say I saved the best for last, but this one is actually my favorite if I had to pick a 3-stone. And this one's set with an emerald cut diamond. So this emerald cut diamond is approximately 2 carats, and it has tapered baguettes on the side. So this is a really popular style that was throughout the 20th century. Things like this were very in style, which kind of allows, which is kind of nice, knowing that it was popular then and is kind of popular now. Kind of gives you that sense that it's not really going to go out of style ever because it just keeps making its rounds. And 3 stones kind of do that. So they're a really good option if you want something that's classic but modern. It's trendy right now, but it was trendy then too. So that's really awesome. Here, I'll show this one up first like this. So this one has an emerald cut diamond, which has a different faceting style than most diamonds. It's more of a mirrored look as opposed to that traditional brilliant look. So it just glimmers in a different way. So I'll show that one like this now. I know a lot of my brilliant earth colleagues have this ring, almost specifically. Really pretty. And this one I've seen with all different shapes as well. The emerald and the ash will look really nice with it because you do have that same type of faceting pattern. But a round is also really popular in this because it is super classic in that sense. And this one is approximately 2 carats. It's about 8 by 6 millimeters. Measured it earlier. One thing that was requested a lot was the difference between naturally mined diamonds, lab-created diamonds, and moissanite. So I wanted to take this time to talk about that a little with you. And then I'll kind of go through the differences as we look at the rings so that you guys get to look at something pretty and get to get educated. Woo! Okay, I'm just going to go back to the order that I originally did. So the Aria. So naturally mined diamonds are diamonds that come from the ground. That one's a pretty obvious one. We get our diamonds from the Botswana sort, Russia, and Canada. Lab-created diamonds are optically, chemically, and physically identical to that of a naturally mined diamond. So there's no way to look at them with the naked eye and be like, oh yeah, this one's lab, this one's natural. Nope, they look identical. The one difference that people ask about is in regards to like upgrading. Naturally mined diamonds can be upgraded. We have a upgrade program for those naturally mined diamonds, But lab-created diamonds are really, really new to the market. The science is really new. They've been working on perfecting it for a long time, but they haven't been sold that often. So we just don't know what's going to happen with the lab-created diamonds in terms of their value. They are about 50, 30, kind of a lot of different variations on the percent difference in pricing. So if you're looking to optimize something right off the bat, they are a really, really awesome option. I personally own a lab-created diamond, and I have some naturally mined diamonds because all of our diamonds are beyond conflict-free. I feel really confident in owning all types. But if you do have a preference, that's okay too. Lab-created diamonds, when I say they're optically, physically, and chemically identical, a lot of people go, ask, does that mean they're going to hold up over time? And the answer is yes. So their carbon structure is the same, meaning that they're still a 10 on the hardness scale. They're still good for everyday wear. They're going to last a lifetime. So this is the Saline again, and before I had y'all's favorite, the Aria. But to tell you guys a little bit more about moissanites. So moissanites are not a diamond. They're a different type of gemstone. They're a 9.25 on the hardness scale, so they're really awesome for everyday wear as well. They're still really hard and durable over time. What's going to be a little bit different about moissanites is that they have a double refractive index. So this means that their rainbow light is coming off twice as much. Whereas a diamond, there's a fire, which is that rainbow light, and there's a brilliance, which is the white light. So the moissanites will have more of like a disco ball effect. What I kind of notice, this is like a very advanced level of viewing moissanites. When I'm looking at them on a tray, usually I can see into the diamond just a little bit more than I can with the moissanite. So that's something I like to point out to people when we're talking about them and looking at them. Most of my customers ask, can you tell the difference between a lab diamond and a naturally diamond? Answer is no. Can you tell the difference between a moissanite and a diamond? The answer is usually yes. So you don't have to be trained to be able to tell the difference. They're different gemstones, they're different stones. So they're not supposed to be identical. They're honestly really awesome. They are at a little bit lesser of a price point, so you can optimize other characteristics. We grade our moissanites as either super premium or premium, so there's less that goes into picking a moissanite. Super premium's more if you're optimizing and you want more of that white diamond, then that's where you would pick, or a white moissanite, excuse me. That's where you would pick the super premium. They also have a really cool science behind them. They were originally found in a crater, and a meteorite had landed there. So I believe the gentleman's name was moissanite. So he got, the stones were named after him. And so now they lab create these stones, these moissanites. They create them in a lab because they can't, because they're not super common in nature. And even when they are found in a crater from a meteorite, it's in really small quantities. So they're lab created stones. Lastly, tapered baguette again. So to kind of go over the rings that I've been showing y'all, the Aria was the first one, and that was set with an oval, about 1.7 carats. Then I showed you the Saline, which was set with a round, approximately 1.25 carats. And then we looked at the Opera, which was also around 1.25 carats, but the Opera has bigger pear accents. And then we looked at the Esprit, and those were trillions, and the center stone was approximately like a 1.3 pair. And then this one is our tapered baguette, set with approximately 2 carat emerald. My ring size for reference is a 4.75 or a 5, depending on the day and how swollen I am. Ring size can change a little bit day to day. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.